Hello, everybody. Welcome to my October wrap up. It was not a good month. Okay, so last month I tried to go all spooky season and read Latin American written books, or books written by Latin American authors, or authors of Hispanic descent. Um, it went okay. So first I read Last Shot by Daniel. Let's start with the physical books first. I read two physical books. I didn't get to the other one, or I started the other one. I was about maybe like 30 pages in when October ended. So first I read Last Shot by Daniel Jose Older, which is my book written by a Latina author. And I enjoyed it. It was really slow getting into it, and then I actually ended up really liking it a lot. Um, there's some decent twists in the book that I really enjoyed, and I really enjoyed the way Daniel Jose Older wrote Lando's character. Um, Han's character was also quite good, and Leia's, when she was in it, was also really good. I also enjoyed the captain, whose name I can't remember their name. There was some good inclusion here, as well as a non-binary person, and then also Lando, who was a person of color. So, overall, good book. I recommend the book. I definitely think you should read it. The next one I read was And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. This book was awesome. It was my creepy book for the month. I put creepy in quotes that I read. It was a murder mystery, um, very fall aesthetic. Is that the word I want to use? It felt like fall. Um, the twists in this book were awesome. I'm not gonna share anything about them. I mean, I really enjoyed this book, and I definitely think everyone should read. And then there were and this book, and then there were none by Agatha Christie. I actually picked up another Agatha Christie book at the bookstore the other day. It was not Death on the Nile. It was Murder on the Orient Express. That's what it was. So I'm excited to read that because of this book. Really enjoyed it. And then I started A New Dawn by John Jackson Miller. I'm liking it so far. It's a little slow. I feel like a lot of the older Star Wars books, in terms of like the new canon Star Wars books, are a little bit slower paced. But otherwise, it's been pretty good so far. So now we get to the audiobooks. Oh, by the way, I'm not doing comics anymore on this TBR because I never get a chance to read comics. But these audiobooks, I struggled to get through audiobooks this month. I want to start first with Nosferatu. Nosferatu. Whatever. I've stopped by Joe Hill. I stopped at 10%. This book is triggering, and so let me put up a trigger warning here for essay for sexual assault and child molestation as I talk about this book. That's what this book is about. It's about this guy who he calls where he lives like Christmas land or something like that, where it's always Christmas, and he abducts children. I'm assuming he assaults them, but I mean, I shouldn't assume that. He probably just kills them. Either way, it was giving me some real creepy ass vibes, and so I immediately stopped reading the book. Um, and the way Joe Hill described what the man was doing to himself creeped me the hell out. So I was out in that book faster than fast, quicker than quick. I was like lightning. Um, it's just do if you have those kind of triggers, and I don't have those kind of triggers, I don't like listening about it. I don't want to choose to read something like that, so I gave it up really fast. And then I DNF'd a Ripper by Allende, Isabel Allende. I was confused as shit. I didn't know what was going on. It could have been lost in translation because it did say early on in the book that it was translated from Spanish. Uh, I didn't know what was going on, so I figured maybe I'll give it a chance if I could find it in a physical copy, but I might come back to that one time. I liked the parts I did kind of understand. I liked where it was going, but I think it followed. It just the way it was laid out was weird. That's why I didn't continue on with that book. Um, so then after that, I decided to read a book that was on my TBR at the library for a little bit, which was the Hollow. Oh no. The Faceless Old Woman Who Secretly Lives in Your Home by Joseph Fink and Jeffrey Craner. This is a welcome to. Oh my god, it's a podcast. Whatever. I enjoyed this book thoroughly. It's probably one of my favorite books I've read this year. The interactions between the main character and the person she was haunting were spectacularly written and very funny. Welcome to Night Vale. That's what it is. It's part of that book universe. I thought this was awesome. This is my first Night Vale book, so like I don't exactly know the vibe of Night Vale, and I know a lot of people said that they didn't like it because it didn't exactly fit in. It didn't take place in Night Vale. I liked it a lot with the pirate queen kind of thing that was going on in the book. I really enjoyed this book, and it was really funny at a lot of different points, very serious at other points. It was awesome. Great book. And then I read The Silence by Tim Levin. That book was phenomenal. Basically, it's like The Quiet Place, but it was written before The Quiet Place came out. And I thought people who did the audiobook did a really great job. They had a great performance. Really enjoyed that book. Definitely gave me great creepy vibes. Great for the spooky season, for sure. I highly recommend it. It's a little slow at first, but once it gets into it, and I think Tim Levin does a really good job of creating the creep factor around the book. So yeah, it was a really good book, and I definitely hope you guys get to check it out. I didn't get to Hollow Places by T. Kingfisher because there's like an 8-week, or maybe it was 11 at the time, 11-week waiting list, and by then I was not feeling spooky vibes. And then I read The Stalking Ground by Margaret Mitsushima, which is the second book in the Timber Creek Canine mystery series. And it was really slow. I started reading it at the beginning of the month, and I didn't finish it until like the 29th. Then the 30th. It took me a long time to finish it, mostly because I just didn't want to. It started off really boring. It's not something... I knew who the murderer was. Gotta be honest. It was not hard to figure out, but I still really enjoyed it. I really liked the character development, and of course I loved the dog. So yeah, and at the end, things were realized and things are moving forward in the way I really wanted them to, and I'm not one for romance. I probably should have put a spoiler warning before that. Anyway, no, but I didn't say who. Anyway, but yeah, so that is all I read in October. It was an abysmal month. I swear, Last Shot sat on my bedside table for a week, and I didn't touch it. So it was an abysmal month. But hopefully November will be better, and I will put that video up soonish. But if you like this video, click like, click subscribe if you want to see more. And yeah, peace out.